It's on. The machine is on. The machine is working. The machine is fire. Good time, bad time, and turn it into what we want. In any form, it's beautiful.
What? I'm looking at it through the camera. I'm like, glowing different. Dude, what's going on? Glowing different. What's going on? It's nice.
Like, people never know how many people you need for this. Like, you watch the breakfast club and you're just like,
Love you guys. Love you guys. Here for another week. New episode, baby. New episode. You know what it is. You know what it is. Give me love. Give the Erratic Show some love, baby. You know what it is. Let's go. Let's go. Just. Okay. Relax. We back in the building, baby. You know what it is. It's Erratic Assassin here, the hip hop therapist. You know what it is, baby. We out here, we live. We're here on the Erratic Show, the only show where we in the streets and industry. You know, we working both ways, getting both things done. I hope you guys are good. Hope you guys are feeling great. It's another Monday. It's lovely. I'm recording this on Sunday. About to hit that Sunday roast, you know what I'm saying? About to be a good vibe. After that, we had Monarch, you know what I'm saying? About to be a good vibe. Yesterday was Umi Music Fest. Ooh, but we'll get into that. Hope you guys have been feeling good. Hope you guys have been feeling great. Got a lot to get through. You know, some good, some very, very terrible, man. You know, but we'll get into that first. I gotta give you some sound advice. Let you know which sounds you should be listening to, what you should be trying to cop, you know, what the streets are saying, and just what you should be streaming, man. Give the kids a chance, give them a listen. Hey, hit up the email if you want us to review your track or you want me to review. I don't like me to review the track and put it out there, see what's happening, you know, give my opinion on it, give my 2 cents if it's worth anything, then we'll get on it. But first, I'm going to get into, sound advice. We're going to give Blxckie the 4 Love EP. I told you last week he dropped it, so I gave it a listen. Not too bad, like 7-track, 8-track EP, fucking fire. I'll give it a 4, a 4-finger slap out of 5 rating. I feel like he's found that sound, you know, that sound now of like this mix of piano, R&B, and rap, and he's like going for the bars. I saw the bars are nice, and because it's an EP, you know, I wasn't putting too much pressure on it because it came out, especially so fast after that one. I'm not a big fan of like dropping every consistently like that, you know, because there can be some hits, some misses, but I feel like, especially, I don't know, take some time with it, like vibe with it, like maybe not a year after, like maybe 2 years. I'm not saying take a 3-year break, but like 2 years I feel like is enough. You got some new shit here, you mix here and there. In those 2 years, you're giving us singles here, there, you know, instead of always just pushing project after project, because sometimes it feels like we just want to get new sounds from the artist and not allow them or her or he or she or whatever your pronoun is, you know, space to actually just take time for themselves and figure out where they want their sound to evolve and whatnot. And just like it feels like they always just pressure, like, give us the music. Then they're doing this today, and then next thing they're doing this, and it's like, yo, dog, when did you switch up or what happens? Like, nah, dog. But if you give them the 2 years, you can hear and listen to the build up. But that's just my shit on the Blxckie 4 Love EP. Then we have Burgie Fresh, Bar Rose. He dropped this like 11th of Feb. It's just that this like even now this episode, I'm just gonna list you a lot of projects that I forgot to mention last week or whatnot and just get back in. But I listened to that. For me, that was a 3.5 out of a 5-finger slap. Like I like the intro, beautiful, lovely. I love the whole, you know, the concept of it. It's a little bit too long, you know, it's a little bit too long. And with them being a little bit too long, you know, there's some tracks you can skip here and there. You're like, okay, maybe this one could have gone on a mixtape, maybe this one could have gone on another project. And you know, that's the issue. But I think it was like that because it's been a minute since we heard from the boy, you know, so he was probably just cooking up, had all these tracks stored up, especially with COVID, you know, that whole FaceTime in COVID and people weren't dropping or they don't know what they were doing and like, oh, we're not going to be back outside, do I even make the music? So I get that space, but that was Burger Fresh Bottles, 3.5 finger slap, man. Ooh, that's a whole 10 finger slap. Yes, that juice was good. Freshening. Then next up, people who dropped on Friday, we had Zuchi Coke Dope dropping Anxiety Plus. You know, so you know he dropped Anxiety. His album, it was I think 2 years 2020. So he gave us plus bonus tracks, everything on that. Get on that listening. People are saying it's dope fire. Haven't had a chance to listen to it. Like I said, weekend's been busy. And also, you know how I do. I don't like just judging on the Friday weekend. Tell you guys by Monday what it is. Nah, I ain't got time to digest it yet. Let me digest that shit. Next up, we got New Sam. Found out this artist also this weekend. New Sam with the EP called Sipo. Go check it out. I think it's an R&B shandy. So Afro, it might be Afro pop, Afro soul. Check it out. We're gonna see the vibes. I'll tell you what it is. You tell me back. People, you know, talk to me in the comments. Talk to me out on YouTube. I'll replying back. I ain't scared. I ain't gonna buy. I ain't gonna buy. I ain't got the girls yet. Then I'll buy. You know what I'm saying? Then after that, we got ByLwansta dropping Spijourné. I think it's Spijourné or Spijournet or Spijournet. I didn't get the saying down right. And I know I asked my boy KB and he replied me. I just haven't had time to go through it. Guys, you can even see I'm tired. I'm a little bit faded. I've been eating these gummies over here. Fucking beautiful. You know, Shandy's got them there by, what's this place? Somewhere in Greenside. Green Monkey. I think it's called Green Monkey. Fucking beautiful. But go check out that EP Chapter 3. It's going to be crazy. You know, he's on the Hype magazine cover. He's been doing a lot of shit. So the boys on the blow, boys on board, boys on the come up. Next up, we have Faith K. She dropped Nangena, I think it's her debut album. I'm excited for that. I've been following for a minute. I'm a big fan. Even on Insta with the videos, she be hitting with the dances. The pew, 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 pew. Yay, it's crazy. I need to know that one. Which level is that one now? So go check it out. That's fire. Chad the Don dropped Indica. Sorry man, I just, you know, I'm not one of the biggest Chad fans, right? Then next up we got ZuluMecca. She dropped Fable. That's also another nice project. Then we got Shoka Sunflower. This was some alternative hip-hop R&B. I heard the one track, I enjoyed it. The intro was nice. I was like, oh, what? Let me hear what this is. Because you never know. Sometimes you see names and you're like, hey, this one looks... And then you have to be like, hey, but also there's also these, when you're an alternative vibe, there's these weird names, you know. You never know what's popping up. But they had a project, Can You Try Again, tomorrow. I like that. I love it. So I'm big looking out from that. Then and then after so Sugar Flower, so like I was saying, you see Sugar Sunflower, you're like, hey, which one is this one? Is it whatnot? But yeah, then we had Simulation Raps, Live from Blxckie. I haven't heard it yet. Sounds like it's gonna be dope. Hope it's some Gussie Raps in there, you know, like a young pro kid, like a young Duncan. You remember back in the day, see a Shazzy boy, come on. You know, back in the day, like everyone clowns Gussie Rap, but Gussie Rap is kind of like, that's what Lil Wayne does basically. Like a bitch with no ass, he ain't got shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's those type of punchlines. It's just like the live convention. So, Simulation Raps, Live from Blxckie. Go check that out. Then we got King Lutendo, Varunwa. I hope I'm saying it right. King Lutendo Varunwa. He dropped that project. I'm a big fan of his. The boys got the bars. Then to finish up, we got 031 Chopper with Ongangen, Volume 2. I haven't heard that. Big fan of his. You guys know from Kwamash to Egoli was one of my top 10 projects of last year. So I'm a big 031 Chopper fan. Let's see what's cooking up, you know. Yeah, and as you're talking about the 031, let's get to word on the street, right down to it. As we're talking about the 031 legend from the 031, legend to the game, um, legend to South Africa, icon, um, you know, like father to two kids, but father to many, father like to a whole nation, father to a whole culture. Some say it's a religion, some say it's bigger than that. You know, man, international, like touch so many like beyond like trans, like you know when you talk about transcending, like someone who just has that transcendent it thing, like just take it to the next level, like beyond and above themselves and beyond and above everyone else, and just touching lives and spirits and souls. And you know, even if you never knew him, even if you never got to meet him like that. And I guess that's like even why people are so touched, because like they wanted to get like that confirmation of, yeah, you know, we here now, or I'm in the game, or I'm solidified, or I'm somebody doing something because, you know, I happen to run into this legend of a man. And I'm talking about the only one, Riky Rick, man, passed away this week. And yeah, I just don't even want to talk about it. Like, just, I just think it's still sensitive time. Think a lot of stuff on Twitter and everything that's been going on, and all this stuff and back and forth, I think just takes away from, you know, family going through it, praying for them, sending love, condolences. Um, he was obviously going through it. Um, you know, I just don't think it's the time to like start projecting beliefs and having chats and whatnot, and like kind of making his life, or his passing like a symbol or a martyr for these causes or whatnot. Like, now let's just respect and just let it down. And then like let's talk about these things, like I always say, like, so JBV, let's not talk about it when cases and stuff are coming up and people are emotions, and now like there's a lot of stuff, and now whatever case is happening at the time, we're forgetting about it because we're trying to have these debates. Like, let's have these debates on a regular normal day, so it can start becoming a normal thing, so it can start being things like, oh, these are things we talk about, this is how you feel, and you have time to think about what someone said and then maybe change your mind. Because even in debates, I tell people, I'm like, when I tell you something, I don't expect you to change your mind right now. Like, there's no right or wrong. I just expect you, like, I told you this, now you know it, now maybe you'll think about it. Maybe if the discourse was engaging enough, you'll probably go home, think about it. Maybe when you think about it, then you start seeing these things, and then you start applying the new information you learned, and you're like, oh, it either does work or it doesn't work. And then you can come back and be like, hey, bro, actually, remember that conversation we had? 1, 2, 3, what. And I'll also be back home like, actually, you know, I've thought about it. You know, also what you're saying is that, and then there's some common ground at least. So I feel like, yeah, just now it's not, you know, like we know the details, we know what happened. Like, um, for those who don't know, unfortunately he chose to take his own life. Um, so yeah, he was dealing with, they say, chronic depression, um, mental illnesses, you know, all those health issues. So he had to battle through that, and it's like, yeah, at this time, let's just support. Like, you know, we didn't know this while he was alive and everything was good. So it's like, now that we do know this, like, kind of like, oh, the love that we couldn't give to him while he was alive, or that didn't reach, or that we didn't know, like, let's give it to him now in his passing. Like, let's just respect and give him love through this, and then we'll have these conversations on another day where it's not around the topic of, you know, Ricky and that. Like, that's just how I feel. Because there was like stuff like, you know, the whole speech that came up with a video, like, man, we'll get into that next week rather, or something. And but just not now. I just don't feel like it's appropriate. But while we're talking about people giving their flowers and giving roses while people are still alive, JR, man, JR's repping that hip hop flag as well. You know, he got chosen onto Idols after they kicked out Randall, or Randall chose to leave, whichever the situation is. A lot of people were like, what, why JR? Like, Twitter, when it was going off, like, why are you talking about JR? And like, people were pretending JR, like, dog, that nigga, no music. Hey, Levels, aka, hey, oh, bad, even before that, I really like, come on, J.I. is a nigga, I make that circle big, are you joking? Noise. Man was giving us pops, man was giving us jams, he knows what he's doing, trust J.R., he knows, because people think Idols is just singing, it's like, nah, dog, you gotta be, we're trying to make the next it thing, so I gotta know that, oh, okay, cool, besides you singing, you can maybe give me a beat, a bop, the way you sing it, the way you hit that melody, hey, jump that with the cadence, I can say, yeah, let's ride, let's rock. So I'm glad he's holding it down and all of that. PH Roll also came out with a statement after the whole, Riky Rick situation, but he was talking about how he's broke, like cash wise. I think like just doing favors for people, handling stuff, and that just like, it's sad to see, especially from someone in the game, especially who's also helping, like, helped a lot of people, like from the OGs to the kids, and he's also another OG to the kids, like music wise, production wise, and putting people on tracks and studio time and all of that. So when you see that, it's kind of like, damn, it sucks when it's like niggas is doing you dirty. Like, what, like, guys, we need to come together. This thing's gonna fall apart. You know what I'm saying? That's the issue. Like, why we hurting our own? Why we hurting our own? As communities, we need to build. It can't be, I get it. You're gonna rob from the community store because it's the store that's right there next to you, right? But like when you think about it, why robbing from the community store? What that nigga gonna sell? What that nigga gonna eat? Then that nigga gotta turn to crime. Then that nigga can't feed his kids. But if you buy from the store, that nigga can get rags. Maybe do his kids a bit. Maybe there's another store. Maybe now shop's going good. There's employment. Hire some peeps. Hire here now. There's other jobs building now. You can also move around now. It's nice now. The community's building. But if you keep taking apart and tearing apart, man, community's gonna crumble, because the people I always tell people, the people shift the culture. It's not about the culture. Like, we love the culture, but the people make the culture. With no people, there's no culture. If the people don't believe in it, it won't exist. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, let's support our own. And then yeah, like, there's war on the streets. You know what it is. Putin was putting in them nukes and bombs out there in the Ukraine, and crazy times. I don't even have the background political knowledge of what's going on there or whatnot, so I won't even lie. I won't even know what the chat is. I'm just never been a fan of like any violence or guns or weapons or stuff or whatnot like that. I've just never seen the sense. So I know it's whack, for sure. Like, obviously we're all worried, we're nervous, we're anxious, kind of scared, like what's going to happen, is this, and I hate when everyone says like I get like World War III is like a proper world war, like the whole world's going there, but like I also hate when people like start getting scared about these wars, because it's like there's war in like Congo, Nigeria, like African countries right here, like Zims and all of that stuff, like people going through it, like military enforcement, all that stuff, like right here, but they ain't never reporting, they ain't never care. Somalia, all that stuff. Syria's been being bombed, Palestine, like it's like there's been wars, little wars in the world happening, like, and it's like all kind of like all these other countries kind of like know, okay, strategically, yeah, this is my side, that's my side, but we're letting the pawns play first, and then once we get everything, then it's a proper world war. So yeah, man, that's just crazy. And the World on the Street was a big weekend. It was a big weekend. There was Boiler Room on Friday. Couldn't get in. We got there at like 9. When I got there at 9, some people were there at 8, and they're like, dog, it's 12, like they're not letting anyone in. But speaking to the boys, and apparently like there was space. They just wanted it to be space so we can walk. They didn't want it to be like cramped and everything and all that stuff. But they were also saying, hey, the Friday night there was mad calm. They were like, hey, dog, it was calm overload. Some people weren't feeling it. I don't know, man. So yeah, they were saying all night. I think, and that's what I think the issue is, like, even if it's hip hop, like I love hip hop, but if you say hip hop all night, at some point, my G, like, throw in an R&B jam, and if you're already counting R&B and with O'Neal, so with hip hop, okay, cool. Like, throw in a house jam, like mix it up. It's a groove. Like, give people some newish vibes, especially if we're gonna be there from the whole 5 hours. So I get that feel. Like, people just want different genres. I guess also when you see lineup and you know what lineup is used to, you're like, oh, okay, maybe I'm expecting an Afrobeat or whatnot or something. Then why, like, hey, it's tough. Then, guys, the matriarch of Music Fest, the mother of groove, Nandi Lepu. Yo, I got his mama Gashaga. Yeah, says, like, God bless her. Like, when you're saying roses and flowers, God bless her. God, like, bless her, like, rain, like, everything she's doing for the kids, doing for musicians, artists, like, Feel Good series is always dope. And then the Umi Music Fest that happened last night, oh my God, like, being in a space where it's just creators and artists, like, either you're writing, producing, like, visually, sonically, either one of the ways, if you just like it's just all creative space models, photographers, like we're all just there chilling, no like VIPs, no pretentious vibe, like everyone's happy, everyone's getting to know each other. The performances are fucking lovely. Oh my god, Fila, oh guys, I thought I had a crush before. I'm in love. I was just staring there like, oh my god. Oh, not Benjamin, but the boys. I had to go on stage and rock. We were going. I'm so sad I missed Rojo because I got there late. Miss Fifla. Hated that shit, man. My boy Travis was killing the shits. Obviously, Nouveau was killing the shits. The boys rocked it, loved it. Muzi was wilding. My G jumped into the crowd. We were having good. I think at the end of this episode, I'll just put like a whole video thing of like something what happening here. Obviously you'll see like few of the clips here. It was a good time. I was rocking. Uno Rams came and did his thing and I did crazy. You know what I'm saying? Lelo, what's good? Said piano. We said show boy. We said so what are you saying to us? Oh my god. Then Nicky Newlands came out, said trap out heavy. Trap out, we trap, we go home. Yo, it's crazy, and like it is today's roast, so the word on streets are fucking big ass weekend. Big ass weekend. Might have some big ass bags under the eyes, but we need some big ass bags with the buys. I'm talking about retail therapy. I think that was a good segue. I think it was nice. You'll tell me. First up, I just want to, I always give a shout out. I want to give a shout out to Josh Dunn. If you don't know, go check out his YouTube Sneaker Vault. Boys always putting out the latest sneakers, latest fashion, like always. Just ripping, telling you where you can get your kicks, how to stay fly. Out here in these SA streets. out here in Josie, everything, doing his thing, killing it. Love that shit. I'm gonna keep watching, boy. Keep pushing, keep doing, keep grinding. I need to hit up. They need to do a collab. They want to do a collab. Hit up, get them, do something. But shout out to him. Also, shout out to Embedded, man. Those boys are doing the thing. Fucking streetwear, fashion, culture. It's fucking Nandi based out there in PTA. The 012, killing it, doing their thing. Yeah, man. I just like their gear. Every week I'm gonna try find, some South African brands that I can just shout out and put on, and hopefully the more we buy, the more empowered they get, and the more we can start spreading, and we rock and we rock and we rock and we rock and we rock. And just talking about getting together in collabs, Adidas changed their DP up on Instagram. They put it like an Adidas Gucci. They've got the original Adidas, like what do they call that, tri-leaf, whatever, and then Gucci underneath. So there's a collab coming soon. We need to check that out. We need to go check that out. And then lastly, we got Drake, NOCTA boys, Nocturnal Artist. He's dropping on March 3rd. So this coming weekend, he's dropping the Hot Steps. These are what they call. You get the white, you get the black, you got the Hot Steps. They kind of look like, I think they're they look like like a pair of Jordan, I'm trying to think. But whatever, I don't know. You guys think it's hard, you think it's not. I'm personally alright with it. I'm alright with it. I wouldn't be mad if I didn't miss it. But if this is the field, if this was the court, and there was this game situation on the line, clock's ticking down, and you had to miss it, you missed that catch, you missed that ball, you missed the bucket, hey, it would mean a lot. And that's why we're talking about wins and losses, baby. We're talking about wins and losses. We're talking about everything sporty. First up, it was cricket for the Proteas. Yes, as New Zealand smashed the boys. Yes, everyone was mad. I think 420 to like, Yo, I was crazy. They beat us. They beat the fuck out of us. My God, it was crazy. What's also crazy is Champs Leagues. They moved the finals. It's supposed to be in St. Petersburg out there in Russia. They're like, nah, dog, you guys are wilding. We moving it. I think they're moving it somewhere in France. I don't know where they're moving it to. I was hearing on radio and they're like, nah, can't do that. Not supporting. So that's dope. That's dope. Fuck with that. Then I want to give a shout out to the first black team that did that Kyalami 9-hour race. It happened about, I think it was 3 weeks ago maybe. So all black team. I don't know what position they came in. Still need to do more research on that. But shout and fucking fire out to them, And it's nice. Let niggas get into racing, let niggas into sport. SA is a big country on cars, always spinning, always that. Now let's professionalize it. Let's get the boys some guap, get the boys some money. F1's trying to bring it back to SA. Lewis Hamilton wants to bring it back to his grandfather's land. We heard the boy last year. We're gonna make it nice for him. But it's I guess that's what Erratic is. And this is the Erratic Show. Only show where we're in the streets, and industry. I'm Erratic Success, the hip hop therapist. Thank you for tuning in. I'm mad tired, as you can see. It's been a big weekend, guys. Yo, Friday, Saturday, now we're going Sunday roast. Then we're finishing up at Monarch at night. Yo, so yeah, I need to get some sleep. In it. I think I should. Thank you. You guys have been crying. Love you. Until next time. Also, this thing is just butter. I want you guys to know this roll is just butter. It's very lovely. I don't know why my claps aren't playing. Play my fucking clap. There we go.